Hi guys, welcome to the channel this evening. Today we're going to be in Bournemouth and we're going to be doing a flight to Heathrow, as I wanted to show you the new panel lights for the aircraft. I put it in the TUI for the blue, which you'll see when we go inside. I thought we'd do a little flight from Bournemouth to Heathrow, nothing similar, about a 20-minute flight. So we're going to be flying with TUI today. We'll be departing from runway 26, coming in for 27 right. Flight level is going to be around 7,000. We'll transition off around near Biggin Hill and come in for 27 right. So, a few cumulus about, but apart from that, everything seems nice. Nice night flight to get the colours out. So, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Leave your comments down below, and let's get into the cockpit and start things up. Okay, so we're in the 737-800 cockpit now, and it's time to light her up. So let's turn our battery on and guided standby power on with ground power. Now here comes the lovely blue that you can see. Looks great. And we'll go ahead and do our panels as well quickly, just to light them up. There we go. Okay, so we'll go over now. So we've got our battery on and guys, standby power with our ground power, put our bat and ground power. We'll go ahead and do the IRSs. After that we'll go ahead and arm the emergency lights, put smoking on and fasten seatbelts. So auto, put our APU on now. I'll put the one pump on for that. Go ahead and test our window heat, which is all good, so we'll turn them on with the probes and we'll turn the trim air with our packs. APU bleed, we're going from flight level of 7,000 and we're going to be coming out for our landing altitude of the airport down in Heathrow is 78, so I'm going to leave it at 50, turn our anti-collision on, and now what we'll do is we'll go down into the FMC. Let's turn on our floodlight with our panel. So what we'll do is we'll go and get our ATIS, so Echo Golf Hotel Hotel. And once we do that, we'll go in and put our position in. So Echo Golf Hotel Hotel. Shove that in and then that should light us up. Okay, so we'll go to our routing. Echo Golf Lima Lima for Heathrow. For our departure, we're going to be departing runway 26 to the east. And then from there, once we get the charts up, we're then going to go to Ockham, and then from Ockham we won the Biggin 1 Golf, coming in for the ILS for 27, we'll go in for Biggin. So we'll activate that off, and now we'll go in and get our perf ready for our departure. Okay, so let's go in and get our perf. We'll put a reserve of 1, a cost of 20, flight level 70, activate that off. There's our takeoff. We'll go for flaps 5, which is a 132, a 134 and a 145, so we'll go plug the 145 into the speed. Go for a flight level of 7,000. And the heading for the runway is going to be around 256, something like that. So I'll just put 256 in for now. Okay, put our max bank on, put our flight directors to on with the auto throttle. Go over now, turn our APU packs over, so the APU gen, we can turn our electrics on with the yaw damper, and turn our logo on as well, get our fuel pump ready, and now we are practically all set up ready to go. So we'll turn our packs off and we'll go ahead and call the tow.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Okay, so the tow's going to drive up. Let's go in and get our trim. So our trim is 5.5. which is checked. We'll go in and get our ATIS now. So QNH is 999, 230 at 12. So we'll put that in. at 12. Okay, nothing's changed there, everything's fine. Got no discons. Come in at Biggin Hill, and then we'll go back up. Okay. So, everything's all there. All
okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Okay, so he's ready to connect, but the QNH is in. Okay, and put the auto brake to RTO. So, if you want to have a look quick, we can have a look at our map. So, here you can see we're going to depart out to the east. So we'll spin around, come down to Sam to Docky, we'll get to Hilly. That's where we're basically going to get to Biggin Hill, and then we'll follow it up and then make that left turn onto the runway for 27 right. So, pretty straightforward today.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, so releasing parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Thank you very much. So, we'll go and start engine number 2. Okay, so what we can do now is we'll go to engine number 1. Okay, so we are just waiting now to be pushed back, and then we can start to make our way out of here. So for one of our taxis, basically going to leave the apron as we're on the west.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, set parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So we're going to head up, we're going to split to the right for taxiway Golf, then we'll go past Golf 2 and the Golf 1 hold, and then we'll line up on runway 26. And as you can see, there's our routing for the east departure. Okay, so if we have a look at our thing, 257, so I wasn't too far off. So he's just disconnecting, and then we can get the hell out of it.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. So taxi lights are on. Switch over the buses now. Go to Gen 1. Put our packs back on. Isolation valve to auto. The APU bleed with the APU can go off. And we're all ready to go now. Okay, so As I said, we're going to travel straight up. All we've got to do now is just drop our flaps 5 and then we'll do our systems check straight after. Okay, so whilst the flaps come down, go ahead and do our system check. So we've got full left, full right, full forward, full backwards, rudder left and rudder right, which is fine. Get our yokes back in as well so you guys can see the steering. So we're all set to go now, so I'll bring the controls over and then we can get out of there. Okay, so let's release the brake and we'll taxi on up to taxiway Golf. So we're basically going to follow her up and she's going to split to the right now. Otherwise we're going to go on Delta 1, which is going to take us basically onto the runway. So I'll make that right turn onto Golf now. So this will be the Golf 3 hold, the Golf 4 hold. Okay, one thing I want to do is reset my view. So once we get up to the Golf 3 hold, we're going to split to the right. Then we've got the Golf 2, then the Golf 1, and then we'll line up for runway 26. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll hold here, or we'll just line up as we go over so we can turn on our strobes. So there we go. So we'll turn our strobes on now with our wing and wall. Try to get as much runway as we can.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you very much. Okay, so here we are now. So what we do is turn the ONAV and VNAV on, go over onto our overhead, turn our landing lights on, runway turn-offs, taxis can go off, and strobes are to steady, so everything's all good to go here. Go ahead and start the clock. So we'll get up to 45% stabilise first. There we go. So release the brake and toga. Airspeed alive.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Okay, let's throw it 1.
400.
Check. So we go to flaps up now.
$1,000.
Check. Okay, so we're getting ready for that right turn now. Not going to go up as quick as what the FMC wants me to do. There we go, just lock her off there. Now we're going to that right turn. Because we're quite light tonight, obviously it's ascended up at quite a rate. So making that right, it's called Sam. Turn our gear off, and we can turn off the auto brake. It's climbing through 6,000 now.
1,000 to go.
Turn the QNHs over to standard, passing through 6. So we're going to come down. I'm going to let the autopilot take control now. Okay, so as you can see now, let's start coming down. I'm not going to bother with the VNav. Slowly start bringing the aircraft down myself. So start coming down. Just slowly right now. Throttle should power back. And we'll slow down to 250. As we can't go above 250 knots, under 10,000. Okay, so making our way. Okay, so we would have gone into our descent anyway. Now we're going to slow to 240, so we'll let the aircraft go back into the VNav profile. On our speed restrictions, we'll stick in our fix. So for London, 10 miles. Get our flaps 5. And then approximately all the way down on the fix, which will be 8.8. So we'll just put in -8. Okay, so we've got our rings in. The aircraft's coming down. So we'll put the auto brake to number 1, so it's not going to be coming in too fast. quite light today. So we'll go for a flaps 30 at 137. We'll check our weather now. Okay, broken at 2003. 170 at 14. Okay, so we'll go for flaps 30. QNH 1001, and we'll transition the altitude at 6,000, so go for a 1001, do that on either side. There we go, 1001, QNH for the airport's 1001, 110.3, so scale ILS is up, 110.30, okay, and 110.30, which is armed. The course is 270. There we go. Activate the ILSs now, which will get rid of the VOR. Now we'll go 270. Okay, which is checked. Flaps 30 at 144. Everything seems to be running down smooth. We're coming down at 7,000 now. Switch over the QNHs. Now we've hit 6. So switch them over. Now we'll do our approach checklist. Okay, so we've got our altimeter setting, which is a 1001, which is cross-checked on either side. After that, we've got the altitude for the approach, which is 2,500 feet to intercept the localizer for runway 27 right. After that, we've got our ILS course frequency, which is the 110.30, cross-checked on either side with the 270 course for the runway. After that, our V-card approach speed rep, which is the flaps 30 at 144 plus 5 for a 149. Which is checked. Our minimums, which we're going to do right now, is 280. So we'll stick that in on the barrow. Try to get it done before we hit that right turn. It's 280. $270. 280. There we go. Okay, so what the aircraft's doing is taking a left turn instead of a right. So we're all set to come in now. Everything is cross-checked. Auto brake set to number 1. And on our speed, below 25, 24 at hilly, and then by the time we make that left turn, we're down to 172. Okay. Okay, so right now we're just at 248. Just getting ready to go through the cloud and make that right turn towards the intercept for the localizer. Making our descent down now through 5,000. Okay, so now we'll open up the speed brakes. As we come down to our flaps up setting. There you can see the runway there. Okay, so we're on profile on the v11 path. There we can now put in the flaps. So we're 8 miles away now. Okay, so just going through 4,000. Speed brakes are armed. VOR is over to the right. Okay, just coming through 3006.
To go.
Okay, so there's the glide slope just activating up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the approach. And we'll make that left turn to intercept for the localizer, then we'll drop our flaps 5. Okay, so there we go. So as the localizer establishes, then we'll drop them down. Yeah, 179. Okay, so there's the localizer. Now we go down to our flaps 2. And down into our flaps 5. Okay, so here we come down onto our flaps 5. There comes the glide slope. Okay, so there's the glide slope. So what we'll do is drop flaps 15, gear down. Okay, there's the runway. Go to flaps 30. Show 149. There's lovely Heathrow. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we'll establish we're all set. So I'll disconnect the autopilot and disconnect the auto throttle, and I've controlled the aircraft. So coming down stable, just hold her up a little bit. It's got a little bit of wind, so I don't want to get too low on the glide slope.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Okay, reset my view. Okay, don't want to get off the glide slope. There we go, just hold it stable until the glide slope comes back. Okay, come back on profile.
$400. $300. Approaching 200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, reversers are active and speed brakes are up. Okay, and reversers out.
80 knots.
Check. Manual braking. Okay, so we'll just taxi off now. Speed brakes are back in. Auto brake 2 off.
Comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please refrain from smoking until we have reached the designated smoking area, which is well outside the terminal building. On behalf of your crew on board today, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we wish you a safe onward journey.
Okay guys, so now it's time for a landing cinematic, so don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you when we get back. When we taxi to the gate. And there we are guys, down safe and sound in Heathrow Airport. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all very soon on the next available flight on the channel. So take care for now, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.